Hey, good morning all. I wanted to spend a minute and go over related data folders. So mainly using collaboration for Civil 3D, and this is an age-old thing that happens, and we want to discuss just understanding what causes them. A lot of the times you didn't do anything wrong, and the process to resolve them when they do happen. Because if you're using collaboration for Civil 3D, this will happen. This will happen to you eventually. So today's agenda, we're going to talk about two things. Part one, overview of related data folder creation. So what did I do to create this related data folder? I'm trying to understand how this happened. I prefer this not to happen in the future. Part one. Part two is going to be resolving that related data folder we just created. So let's bounce out of PowerPoint and let's create a related data folder. So Autodesk Docs right here, you can see Docs tab, my project, solutions experience, ACC. So we're going to go ahead and just upload a file to this folder right here. So upload file from your computer, and we are going to grab this file right here, TopCon building, DWG. 1.2 meg, so nothing too small surface in it, it should go up fairly quickly. So you can see our file is spinning and we are uploading. Now let's go into Civil 3D and let's open that file up. So help right here, let's just do this right, check for drives. What this does is refreshes my local drive so that it'll resync with the cloud, so it'll see that file that I just uploaded. All right, so Civil 3D, let's go ahead and get Civil 3D 2023. And keep in mind, this can happen with any version, 2020 or newer with collaboration for Civil 3D, so not specific to 2023. All right, opening up 2023, so we are gonna open up that TopCon file. And what I'm going to show you is that a piece of that file did not travel with it to the cloud. So there's an external file that it's looking to. In this case, it's looking towards the XML surface definition. So we put the DWG up, but one of the surfaces has an XML surface tied to it, or XML definition for the surface. And that file is the one that's not making the trip. So let's go here, refresh. So this is the file we just uploaded right here. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open. So we're going to see a pending action to the desktop connector. Most likely, it might resolve really quickly. Oh, there we go. So we're opening that file up. Okay, go to the construction cloud. You can see we're now locked out by me. 9:30, matches the time right now. All right, sure, we'll use the online map data. All right, so let's get Civil 3D functional here. And okay, now we have this file open, and let's go to our surfaces right here. Show you that XML, that where it's looking for it. So surface properties. So you can see import XML file, operation type, parameters, see users, username, downloads. This is our XML file. So you can see that's mapped to my local. So for me, it's mapped to my local drive. So what that means is that the file's on the cloud, but the XML definition's locally. And if we go to the cloud right now, you can see there is no related data folder. So no related data folder yet, so we think we're good to go. So if we go back into Civil 3D, and let's just go ahead and say apply, okay, make a change here. And okay, you can see that FG surface is still seeing it, there's no home plate there. Let's go ahead and say Control S, and let's save our file. Okay. Here we go. We just did a save. Let's see if we have a pending action going through the desktop connector. Okay, we pushed our save up. Let's see here. Okay. Locked out. Still version 1. Last updated 9/31. Okay. Now let's refresh this here. Let's see if our change got pushed up. Okay, still locked out. So let's go here, and then let's go ahead and close this file now. All right. So you can see we're just in modified right now. Let's wait for this to. Okay, so there we go. Now you can see in my local drive, I have this TopCon building folder right here. So right here, give it another second. Okay, we're still in the modified status. You can see here. So what it's doing is it's grabbing the XML surface definition and bringing it up to the cloud. So And what we're going to do is, and it's going to take a second, it's doing an upload. And what it does is it grabs the entire folder structure that it was mapped to. So click here. We can see we have related data, downloads, because that's where the XML lived. And there's my XML. So, and there's nothing, there's no major issues with this. The problem with this is that it can be a really long file path. And if there's a really long file path, that's going to cause issues. So what we need to do is we need to get this out of this folder and we need to bring it into something else. I put in a shorter file path, put it right next to the DWG file. We need to fix that. So if we go to related data here, let's just go up. And one thing you can do is you can download this or you can upload the one from the local source. So let's do it this way. We'll just download this down right now. And then right here, we're going to download the source file, say OK. Okay, so we just downloaded the XML. So let's go to our uploaded files. Let's go ahead and upload a file from my computer right now. Okay, we're going to upload that XML definition. You can see it gave it a different name, but that's okay just for this right now. Say done. And we are processing right now. So see, our XML made it up, but when we download it from the related data folder. So we go to C4C3D. Let's see if we refresh this here, if it sees it yet. It does not. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait here a second. Okay. Now I'm going to open up that DWG file that we first opened. And what we're going to do is we're going to find that XML, rebuild the surface with it, and then delete the related data folder. Okay. So if we go here, I want to see if that... All right, that's what I wanted to see. The XML has now made it. Okay, so we minimize this here. You can see. All right, surface properties. Ooh, go to this FG surface right here. And our definition. Okay. All right, there we go. Now let's go ahead and go to Autodesk Docs, Solutions Store, Solutions Experience, Project Files, Civil, Uploaded Files. And we're going to grab this XML surface definition. Okay, so you can see our file. Now we have a shortened path for that XML surface definition. We're going to say OK. We're going to say rebuild the surface, the same XML. So we say apply, and we say OK. You can see our surface is now happy with us. And let's go ahead and save this file. So we get that Q save, and then we should see a pending action go through eventually at some point. We close this file down. And then we go to the construction cloud. Let's see if it's released this file from the locked status. Oh, still hanging on to it here. Did we close it? Oh, we didn't close it. Okay, so that file's been closed. We go up here. We refresh the construction cloud. You can see that this file has now been unlocked. Version 3, Topcon building. We are going to delete you out now. Okay, so that entire path to that related data folder, we repathed the related data and then we rebuilt it. So two things we went over. What caused it? So it was something was pathed, something was talking to that file. So this can be one of the very popular ones, an XML surface definition, but it can be anything that's tied to it. So if you grab the DWG and anything that looks towards that DWG file is going to create a related data folder. So this can happen with, you can have a few of these for one file upload. They can be a long path, like I said, so you really want to clean those up. And what we need to do is get that data out, the related out of that folder. You can either go to your local drive and find out what it was pre-upload, or you can download it from the cloud and re-upload it. But you really need to get that folder deleted and repath that network so you don't have such a long string of values. So hopefully you find this helpful, and thanks for tuning in.